Latin nouns. I guess you may have asked yourself, why should I give a flying frog about Latin nouns? Well, the answer is, shut up. Start by answering a simple question. What is the gender of the noun? It is masculine, feminine, or neutral. We can answer this question with a series of vocabulary entries such as Duke, Stookies, masculine, leader, or Nowies, Nowies, feminine, ship, or core, cordis, neuter, heart. Gender has nothing to do with endings, specifically. You just learn it as another part of the vocabulary. Neuter nouns do follow the first declension part a great deal, however. Nominative looks like the accusative and have a in the plural instead of I or O. It can be a bit confusing, but there are people who have grasped being totally genderless in the real world. Take Thomas, for example. I mean, just look at him. Now, all of this gender stuff is very simple if you can use your brain at all. I mean, if you don't know it by now, you should probably go die. 3. Now we come to something that has caused suicides and mass murders globally. Third declaration. Declension.
Before you blow your head off, just listen. The nominative,
keep going.
The nominative will either have the same number of syllables as the gender and end in is or s. Or the nominative will be
Monosyllabic,
and the stem will end in 2 consonants. Now you can kill yourself, Tina. Before I move further, some of you might be asking, what is a stem? Where do I find it?
For nouns, which we are clearly talking about, take the genitive from your vocabulary entry and drop the ending. And ta-da! The stem. For example, the stem for winter is heme.
Now we will cover all the uses of the different noun cases. Lottie, frickin' doll. They are as follows. Nominative. Genitive.
Yes.
Dative.
Yes.
Accusative.
Yes.
Ablative.
Ablative.
Vocative.
Nominative is generally the subject of the sentence. For example, Bola Magnus equals Amamas, or the girls love large horses. Bola is the subject, and in the nominative when it is not the subject, it's called the predicate nominative, and is only used in a what? In a what? What does it say? Something. I can't read. Is only used in a linking verb sentence. Look at you. Linking verb. A linking verb sentence. It's kind of like how Andrew thinks everything is about him, but it isn't. The genitive has only one use we know of, and that's possession. For example, in Carmen Pueri Amoet, or She Loved the Song of the Boy, Pueri is in the genitive and clearly showing possession. The dative is the direct object or beneficiary of the sentence. Sentences with the actions of giving, showing, telling, entrusting, and allowing expected dative.
That's like,
An example of this is the Frenchman told herself Grant. Grant is the dative. The accusative has 2 uses. The direct object or victim in motion toward. Towards it is naming the location where the subject is moving. This is the case with verbs of motion plus ad. With ad and a verb of rest, it means near. In other sentences, the accusative is used to the direct object or victim, such as the mother brutally murdered Haley because she refused to learn. A Latin example of accusative would be Vuela canem mordet, or the girl bites the dog. Canem is the accusative, and most definitely giving birth. Now we come to the second pair of the noun world, the adjective. There are 9, count them, 9 uses of the adjective. So, donut. So, the first use is the ablative of means, often called the ablative of instrumentality, or the ablative of tool. To refer it, Alex is a tool, and so is Andrew, but that's a different story. Here we go. A written exemplar of ablative Or, quote, we transport and the Americans, I like that one, by means of many carts. Multis, wait, quote, multis caris are vehe. Why is silent D? You just did. Are silent E, vehe, ablative in the sentence. As the head cards are silent E, the head tools be in used to move the Americans. Next is the head ablative of place hyphen where. To say Brumet has his head up his ass would be an example of place and where. The ablative of place where takes the pro, sub, and several other little words invented by the Romans to specifically mess up your day. There is also the ablative of separation, which uses ab, de, and ex. For example, a monte migre bitis, or you will migrate away from the mountain, is a way to use the ablative of place where. Then we have the ablative of accompaniment, which uses cum. Watch your pronunciation there. After that, we come to the ablative of agent, which comes in use in passive sentences. The ablative of agent has a few guidelines, being that it must be used with a or ob, and must have willpower. This shows who's really doing the action in the sentence.
There is also the ablative of manner, which also uses the preposition cum, unless paired with an adjective, and it describes the way in which something is done.
Now, coming to the one thing Andrew needs to learn, we have the ablative of respect. The ablative of respect tells us the ways in which things are or are not. Now, this is all very taxing, but we only have 2 more uses to go. Yay! The ablative absolute forms a tasty ablative sandwich, and is most easily translated as with the noun having been verbed. Finally, we come to the ablative of time when.
The ablative of time when tells when something happens and is used in place of in or on.
For example, Anno Domini or in the year of our Lord illustrates the ablative of time when.
Now, after all that grueling hard work, we come to the vocative case.
So, from the top, this is said to add dress some on one directly and is set apart from the sentence with commas for us Americans.
Dude man, the vocative usually looks like the nominative unless the nominative ends in US or IUS, in which case it becomes EN or I respectively.
We are officially done with this super awesome video!